Guys, nice to have you on this channel. What I do here is to do on-air presentation. I'm a radio presenter. I present programs, I read the news. So when I do that, I put them up on this channel for you to see. The essence of it is for you to learn and appreciate the work of a radio presenter. So today I'm going to read the news on this video. If you want to learn how to read the news, appreciate on-air news reading, just watch this video. If you like it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. My name is Rachel Ona. Stay tuned as I will bring you the news now. A very good afternoon to you and welcome to Radio Nigeria. South Zone is a 3. The headlines: Federal government aims to create industrial hubs in the country to help upcoming exporters. Delta State government bans unapproved levies in state public secondary schools. Life-saving hero during Rwandan genocide convicted of terrorism in Rwanda. Today's commentary is on the fight against female genital mutilation. Details in a moment. Violence stalls a nation's development. Choose dialogue. My name is Rachel Ona with the news. Now the news in full. Exporters and intended exporters in the south-south region of the country are appealing to the federal government to create industrial hubs in the 6 geopolitical zones of the country to help upcoming exporters carry on with their businesses. The exporters told Radio Nigeria that due to the challenge of funding, the industrial hub would help upcoming exporters in areas they need help, as this will establish clusters in the value chain. They made the appeal at a one-day workshop on the legal aspect of packaging for export organized by the Nigerian Export Promotion Council in Port Harcourt. Desire Lotson gives us the details. About 13 locations have been visited by a team from the Bayelsa State Ministry of Agriculture and Natural Resources and that of African Atlantic Gulf of Guinea Fisheries (AAGGF) to select suitable locations across the 3 senatorial zones for the massive aquaculture projects coming to Bayelsa State. The team, led by Commissioner for Agriculture and Natural Resources Mr. David Alagwa and Prince Patrick Osobase of AAGGF, visited different river and sea sites at Swale, Oxbow Lake in Yenagua, and River Nun by Sampo, Kayama, and Odi communities. The team also visited Agudama, Ekpetiama, Sagbama Town, Apelai, Ogwea Town, Sabotoru, Nembe, Tuobras, and Okwama Beach. The visit to these locations is sequel to the recent tour to Greece by our delegation led by Senator Doyedire, Governor of Bayelsa State, to see and appreciate the various projects to be replicated on Bayelsa soil and water. The state government had in June 2021 signed a memorandum of understanding with AAGGF to facilitate the commencement of the multi-billion naira project from the European Fishing Consortium that includes some Nigerian firms for them to set up 300 hectares offshore aquaculture farm, 20,000 metric tons capacity fish processing plant, and a boat building yard in the state. The Commissioner for Agriculture and Natural Resources, Mr. David Alagwa, who spoke in an interview after the 3-day visit, said the entire state and Nigerians were waiting for the takeoff of this life-changing experience, and that the governor is very excited at the economic boosts and creation of about 4,000 jobs coming through the projects. According to him, the visit had been an eye-opener to the AAGGF in preparation for the eventual visit of the main European investors to Bayelsa State. Also, the head of the lead consultant, Prince Patrick Osobase, said by October, the inspection team from Greece, Athens, will visit Yenagua to ascertain the lands and locations for the takeoff of the agricultural revolution to diversify Bayelsa's economy. The deal with the consortium, facilitated by the federal government through the Office of the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Niger Delta, Senator Ita Enang, will also involve the training of 2,500 youths by lecturers from the University of Patras in Greece, and graduates will be awarded internationally certified European Union fisheries certificates. with which they can work anywhere in the world. Politicians and captains of industry of the Catholic faith have come together to advocate a new direction for Nigeria in their efforts to combat numerous social economic challenges facing the nation. The group, under the umbrella of Catholic Politicians and Captains of Industries Forum, made a resolution to allow their faith guide their actions irrespective of political party affiliations at its inaugural meeting in Benin City, the Edo State capital. Correspondent Inope Ofoye brings us the details. Delta State government has warned principals in the state public secondary schools to desist from collecting unapproved levies in their schools from pupils seeking admission to public schools. The State Commissioner for Education, Mrs. Rose Ezewu, gave the warning in Asaba while reacting to complaints of illegal fees collection by some principals. She said illegal fee collection would not only jeopardize the education system but also tarnish the image of the perpetrators. Mrs. Ezewu, who warned that her ministry would not condone such unwholesome practice, said any principal caught in the negative acts will be made to face appropriate sanctions. The Delta State Commissioner for Secondary Education called for synergy among all critical stakeholders in sanitizing the education system in the state. Akwa Ibom State Governor Mr. Udom Emmanuel has called on the people of the state to work towards sustaining the relative peace currently being enjoyed in the state. Governor Emmanuel, who made the plea at Ona local government area, emphasized that no meaningful development can be achieved in the absence of peace. The governor advised the people of the state to be wary of those plotting blackmail and violence as political tools in their quest to attain political power, saying such politicians do not wish the state well. Governor Emmanuel called for continued support to his administration's completion agenda and succession plan to ensure sustenance of achievements of his administration. Some stakeholders in the area expressed their readiness to remain committed to the completion agenda and succession plan of Governor Udom Emmanuel, noting that the state has enjoyed a relative peace and unprecedented economic growth as a result of quality leadership employed by the governor. He also enjoined the people of the area who have attained voting age but have not gotten voters' card to take advantage of the ongoing continuous voter registration by INEC to collect their PVCs to enable them vote in elections. Former National Publicity Secretary of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Mr. Vinicius Ikem, has been elected as chairman of the Cross River State chapter of the party. Mr. Ikem and 38 others were declared elected after being voted as sole candidates into their various positions at the State Congress of the party in Calabar. Announcing the candidates, Chairman of the Congress Electoral Committee and member of the PDP National Working Committee, Chief Okemo Aro, said a total of 2,263 delegates from the 18 local government areas of the state participated in the Congress. Mr. Aro pointed out that to guarantee even representation at the State Executive Committee of the party, a minimum of 2 candidates were nominated from each of the local government areas. Members of the Congress Electoral Committee included Abdul Baki Mohammed, Mr. Kenneth Zota, and Chief Henry Woha, while Aisha Hashidu served as secretary. Ahead of the country's 61st independence anniversary, residents of Delta State have advocated peaceful coexistence of all Nigerians and security in the country. Correspondent Hatia Henze, who spoke with the residents on how the country has fared since her independence on October 1, 1960, completes the report. You're listening to Radio Nigeria, South Zone is a 3. Here are stories in the bulletin so far. Federal government urged to create industrial hubs in the country to help upcoming exporters. Delta State government bans unapproved levies in state public secondary schools. Still ahead, life-saving hero during Rwandan genocide, convicted of terrorism in Rwanda, plus entertainment, sports, and commentary. Do stay tuned. Nigerian Agricultural Insurance Corporation says it is discussing with the Central Bank of Nigeria and other stakeholders on the need to get perfect data for farmers across the country. The Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer, NAIC, Mrs. Folashade Joseph, who said, the, who said this during an interview in Lagos, noted that for insurance business to be effective and sustainable, operators should have farmers' robust data, which they should leverage on to promote their